is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or starting to look like a good offensive football team.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills first down.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So now on fourth down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Go!
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Young on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On play action, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now 2nd and 5.
Opposite, green.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Trouble, 38.
Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Young off the bootleg. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach. All game long, all practice long, every meeting, get the football. That's what they want.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the air, Allen. This one caught by Davis.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's play. Let's go now, baby. Let's play.
On first down, Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Young's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll get it all the way. 5-yard shot midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Young. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there, and certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense back out, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Stroll. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young will set to throw. Rolling to his right. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Slide blue.
Now Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No score after one on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen to throw once more. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
Ready, break.
Young now. That is taken in by Hurst. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll give it to Strong. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On the set.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Strong. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Off the play fake, Young.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Tremble. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Red. Fury. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
And the Bills are going to take possession here as they...
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the return comes to right at the 44-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
To throw, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out come the Bills.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This will be fielded at the 17. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, oh, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Ready.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Ready?
The play fake, now Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Field, black.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Green, jack.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Go
And
red.
they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
White, white. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to Dotson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Fight, 97.
Strong again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Fight, 60. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Young to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jahan Dotson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Figueroa's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time. Now Allen again. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So we've hit.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And able to get this out to the 25.
as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown to the 43, second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Strike. Strike. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Got him in, it's Brown. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here we go. Set.
Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6.
Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
Young's
Ready.
incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Now Young.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will knot us up at 10.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now. Back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Running right, here's Brown.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's second down and 7.
Now here's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So his second field goal here in this third quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets them the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And here come the Bills.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, forward, Tokyo!
Back to the air on second down. Wentz.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They overload him, and time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Young on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have the Panthers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
On play action, Young. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the heart of the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Young looks to throw on 1st down.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Looking to throw, Young. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
6, Back up. Ready.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Manning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good one.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Wentz, throw left side complete. That's Manning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Now inside the 25. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for the Panther touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Yellow, line. Set, go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down.
He finds Hardy on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On play action, Wentz.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Khalil Shakir,
58 yards.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
They defer to Brown to start the drive.
Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Clock, 10. Black shot. Faster, faster.
A play fake. Now Young. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Black, red. Ready.
Young working out of the gun.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got the man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing, Young. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air once more, Young. Got him in, it's Brown. Oh, what a move. Fights through the narrow crease. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down throw for Young. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take it.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Trouble, 38.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Drill, 52. Hut.
Young. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the
tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Thomas brings it in. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Ready up.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Set. Go.
Young off the play fake. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Touchdown Panthers. Ian Thomas. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Wentz going to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Duron Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Go.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz.
Pass caught. It's Justin Shorter.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
Shakir hauls it in.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Manning, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Wentz.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the
Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bills 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's Young off play action. They've got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 79 yards.
And the Panthers have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in.
There he goes, left side.
Down to the 10. Touchdown. Marquez Stevenson.
75 yards.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bills 31.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here, as their offense comes back out onto the field. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of